The earlier we start telling ourselves the truth, the better for each and every one of us. I sat down and I asked myself this question. Some of these charismatic witchcraft, some of these mercantilists, some of these traders in the name of religion will tell you, oh, God created Nigeria. Nigeria cannot break. Blah, 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 blah. They will tell you, if Nigeria break, darkness will pervade the north. Blah, 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 blah. They will tell you, but you see, these guys are very funny. All they are after and interested in what they will eat, what they will drink, what they will collect, but what they will extort from people. Their ego and their belly are their gods. I want us to realize this. God did not create Nigeria. God never created Nigeria. Nigeria was a business center that was set up by the Royal Niger Company. And they clearly understood that the north was a very unprofitable region for them. And therefore, to make the north, to cover up for the losses they were making in the Northern Protectorate, they had to merge the north and the south in 1914. It was a purely economic decision that was taken by the Royal Niger Company, represented by Lord Lugard and the British Empire. So God did not create Nigeria. Nigeria is just a contraption put together by the Britishers to satisfy their selfish economic interest. And anybody who is telling you that Nigeria is unbreakable is lying to you. Anybody who is saying that God told him Nigeria will remain one is unbreakable is a mercantilist, is a charismatic witch. Be very careful about these people. God is not an author of confusion. God cannot keep together a house that continues to swallow people, waste blood, create 3.6 million extreme poverty, where the people who rule this land have refused to do anything. And I want you to know this thing. See, the North cannot die without the South. Darkness cannot cover the North without the South. I tell you, if you look clearly at the behavioral pattern of most of these oligarchs in the North, they behave like badly behaved siblings of a man who is doing well. They will go waste and fritter away their result, kill themselves, and they will still come back to that other man to seek succor. If Nigeria breaks today and the core North finds their way to their brethren in Niger and Chad, they will survive. Darkness will not cover the North. And the same people that will tell you that darkness will cover the North, blah, 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 blah. When you look at them, they are going to America, they are going to London, they are going to Asia to go and plant churches where they would make so much dollar and pound sterling. They are not going to Katsina, they are not going to Zamfara, they are not going to Sambisa Forest, they are not going to Borno. Where their mission is, and why they are buying private jet to go is to go to America and London. That is where they have mission. A place that God has built up using the hand of the people that is so prospering. That is who they want to go and evangelize. The same people that brought the faith to them through the missionaries. And we think we are being fooled by some of these guys. Nigeria today is where it is because of the slimy, cowardly, mostly slimy, cowardly activities of the religious merchants in the high places who keeps on deceiving the very gullible that go to them who do not ask questions. Nigeria must either decide to go back to the 1960 constitutional framework. In fact, it's even too late. To your 10th own Nigerians, let us even sort ourselves out. Loose confederation is what will serve us well, because we are looking at nations who have different cultures that are diametrically opposed to each other. If they not want to have their Sharia, to God, let them go their own way and have their Sharia and be independent. After all, Saudi Arabia is operating a Sharia regime. Saudi Arabia is far better than Nigeria in every ramification by whatever socio-economic indicators you use to measure it. Saudi Arabia is a heaven compared to this jungle called Nigeria. Yet, Saudi Arabia is where the Mecca is, where we have the foundation, the headquarters of Islam. United Arab Emirates is a 100% Muslim republic. Yet, every year, most of us spend thousands and thousands of dollars going and migrating there for tourism. They are not in darkness. We are in darkness because we have allowed ourselves to be yoked up, unequally yoked, with those whose ways and cultures are totally opposed to civilization. We either break it now or we postpone the evil day. This country is not one country and cannot continue to be one country where the people are being murdered every day. There is no day that passes that not less than 300 Nigerians are murdered, either by Boko Haram or by the terrorist herdsmen or by the bandits or by the unknown government or by the kidnappers who are solely sponsored by even those in power. minute somebody comes to you and tell you, bring your offering and tithe and pray for the continuity of Nigeria, tell him, woe and get beside me, you mercantilist witchcraft, charismatic witchcraft. Enough is enough. You shall know the truth. Say the truth. Apply the truth. Live by the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Nigeria is not one indivisible country. Nigeria is a country made up of different nations. If these different nations want to come together, there is the need for us to have a referendum to agree under a sovereign national conference on the models and structure to which we agree or which we decide to live together. If we cannot live together and we decide that we are no longer culturally and traditionally compatible, which we have never been, then let your tent, O Israel. Nothing stops us from relating together as independent countries, doing business together. The only way those entitled people who feel that they own Nigeria will gain common sense is when the rest of the ethnic societies come together and say, enough, to hell with you guys. Thank you.